Safety management system need for reforms. In the recent past, India has experienced a few tragic air accidents. Everyone's asking, what went wrong? Was it a mechanical failure, human error, or something else? But this video isn't about speculation. Until the black boxes are decoded, no one can say for sure what happened. What is clear, though, is that we have a system that's meant to prevent tragedies like this, and that system has some serious cracks. This video is intended to raise awareness among stakeholders about the current state of safety management in Indian aviation. Don't be surprised. Majority of the safety management systems across the globe are no different. As a quick disclaimer, this video isn't about blaming anyone, including Air India or the Boeing. It's about learning from the systemic gaps and pushing for stronger aviation safety management in India. Let's start by breaking down a few key terms from the world of aviation safety. There's a big difference between a hazard, an incident, and an accident. Similarly, risk assessment and root cause analysis are two very different things. A hazard is a potential risk, something that could happen. On the other hand, an incident or accident is something that's already happened. So what do we do with them? For hazards, we carry out risk assessments to evaluate potential threats and put preventive controls in place. For incidents and accidents, we are supposed to do root cause analysis to figure out why something happened and how to stop it from happening again. Risk assessment is more subjective. It's based on expectations, assumptions, and can differ from person to person. Root cause analysis, on the other hand, tends to be factual and objective because the event already occurred and past data exists to make informed judgments. Now let's talk about where things go wrong, starting with DGCA policy. The DGCA's 29 September 2020 policy requires aviation organizations to maintain something called a hazard register. But the way this hazard register is defined is quite messy. It borrows from three different sources: ICAO, the Defense Standard, and the European Union Aviation Safety Agency, and lumps hazard, incidents, and accidents all into one list. So far, so good. But here's the kicker. The DGCA requires a risk assessment for each item in that list, even the ones that have already happened, like incidents and accidents, for which root cause analysis should rightly be done. And that's where the core flaw lies. The system logs incidents and accidents, but doesn't require any root cause analysis. Instead, even past events are subjected to subjective risk assessments. We are using guesswork to fix things that already happened, when we should be using actual data to get to the bottom of it. Because of this, real underlying causes remain unresolved, and the same mistakes are likely to repeat. Even DGCA's own records of past incidents and accidents hardly identify and document specific root causes or any long-term mitigating measures. Now let's look at another piece of the puzzle: DGCA's safety data collection and processing system. This system is supposed to collect and analyze data from airlines and service providers, and it's supposed to be run by trained professionals. But here's the strange part. The concept of safety data collection and processing system was initially envisaged in the year 2017, and it was made a mandatory requirement for all air operators to implement as part of their safety management system within 18 months. Today we are in the year 2025. show me one safety data processing system within Indian aviation system, including that with DGCA, if any it has, which is capable of analyzing safety data and information, especially the root causes along with its subsequent mitigating actions. If not, then we are dealing with the fundamental blind spot, a serious underestimation of how critical root cause analysis really is. And unfortunately, the mindset has consequences. First, organizations are often discouraged from maintaining detailed hazard register. Second, even minor incidents frequently go unreported. This masks the impact of small-looking incident becoming the root cause of a major air disaster. Additionally, there's a belief, whether spoken or unspoken, that reporting a hazard or an incident will make someone look bad. Instead of encouraging transparency, the system punishes it. And that kills the most important part of any just safety culture. The idea that people can report mistakes without fear of retribution. The result? Incidents go unreported, lessons aren't learned, and risks pile up quietly. Now, some might say this video is being too critical of the DGCA, but let's look at the big picture. Who are the main stakeholders in Indian aviation? Airlines, airports, maintenance and repair organizations, service providers, passengers, and of course, the Government of India, represented by DGCA. Out of all these, the DGCA is the only body with regulatory authority over others, especially when it comes to safety. So if they hold the power, they also carry the responsibility. And when that responsibility isn't met, they must be held accountable. So here are the three things I believe must happen immediately. First, automate and digitize all DGCA customer-facing processes for transparency, consistency, and efficiency. Second, review and update all DGCA safety policies to include mandatory root cause analysis and actively encourage hazard and incident reporting without fear. Third, properly adopt and implement safety data collection and processing system across all stakeholder organizations with a central database at the DGCA level. Let's not wait for the next tragedy to fix what we already know is broken. If you are an air passenger and this video has struck a chord with you, share it. Start conversation about this topic and let's demand a higher standard from the system that's supposed to keep us safe. Jai Hind.